Jimmy Butler had a great media day. His hair looked amazing. He had it styled into a side part, and it had a gentle wave to it. Butler had used a light pomade which helped keep the overall look quite pristine. He kept the buzzed sides to maintain a certain level of balance. The top had a hint of volume, adding depth to the style. It helped the look stand out by defying gravity, as the sides were a bit shorter. With a deep side part, the overall look had an element of contrast to it. He had crafted a creative hairstyle, which had movement and personality. Jimmy Butler had used a bit of texture spray to maintain control and add dimension. His hair had a perfect level of shine with an amazing volume on top. Butler had opted for a classic version of the side part, which suited the angles in his face. He looked very composed and stylish with this look. Jimmy Butler had a great media day, and his hair was front and center. People were ohing and awing over his style, and it was easy to see why. The short sides of Butler's hair were carefully buzzed, blending in nicely with the rest of his hair. It gave him that old school feel which was classic yet trendy. He had used a light wax to hold everything in place, and it gave his hair the texture it needed. The waves had just the right amount of movement. The top part had a lot of volume to it, which helped make the overall look very sharp. With this look, it was easy to see why Butler had a great media day. With the contrast in place, the face was very well framed. The side part gave shape to his hair, and the overall look was very matured. The light pomade that Jimmy Butler used accentuated the color of his hair, and it added a bit of drama. His top part looked amazing. The style was both vintage and modern, and it was very trendy ready. The pomade gave the hair a subtle gloss that captured the light perfectly. Jimmy Butler had crafted a beautiful style that suited his face very well. It was quite obvious that a lot of thought had been put into it. The look was very neat and well put together. The side part had a clean edge to it that complemented everything perfectly. The impressive top part was full of volume, and the light hairspray helped give his hair a life of its own. Butler had a great media day, and his hair was front and center. There was no question that his hair looked amazing, and it really caught people's attention. Jimmy Butler had a very contemporary style to him, which suited his vigorous lifestyle. He had a great style that captured the light perfectly. The top of his hair had lots of movement, and the light hairspray helped add more depth to the look. The end result was simply stunning. The short sides gave contrast and definition to the overall style, and the deep part helped draw attention to the waves. Butler had used a very light product to help give his hair a bit of texture. He kept the overall look quite neat and polished, which made him look great. Jimmy Butler's hair was quite the buzz at his media day. The side part looked great with its comfortable waves, and it framed his face very well. With a combination of the short sides and long top, it was very obvious that his hair had been carefully crafted and put together. Even with the short sides, Butler looked great. The top part was amazing and had a look of its own. The overall look was very natural and effortless. The top had lots of texture to it, and the light pomade helped keep everything in place. It also helped maintain the shine in his hair.